Hey everybody, how's it going? So here we are with the Lincoln Town Car 2006, and I'm gonna wash it. Kind of bored, so I'm gonna wash it, and I'm going to give it some more buffing in these areas that I painted. Overspray, it's not perfect, and I gotta buff out some of the crap. God, there's just all these. I don't know what that is. It's all over the car. It's all on all the cars. I think it's called fly poop. It's freaking everywhere. It drives me crazy. It's windy here. What the hell here today? And it's May. I don't know why it's so windy. I'm in Temecula, California. I guess there's a low pressure or something, you know, just some rain maybe. I doubt it. It's in May. But I got these on Amazon. I don't know, like 12 bucks or something. A bunch of different bonnets. And I've got this foamy here, and I'm just going to use this. I've never used this on the paint, but I did it in a spot, and it made it look really, really good. When I first used, I don't think I used that last time. I just I clay barred it, and then I just used the what is it? Oh, it's this carnauba wax, and that's just not enough. I should have cleaned the paint first with this polishing compound. It's like 8 bucks. I bought another bottle of this on Amazon, but yeah, they say to use a machine. Yeah, the machine works pretty good, especially one of these. This is just I think it's a Craftsman 6-inch sander polisher. I've used this before when I painted a Volkswagen, and that's what I used to after color sanding the whole thing. I used one of these, and it came out pretty 2-speed. So I'm just gonna get the top surfaces. Let's see how that comes out. Well, I got it all washed. This is my test to see how much wax this has on it. Usually this thing will slide right off if it's real wax. It doesn't slide very good, so I'm gonna. That's really weird. There's spots in the paint. There's certain lighting conditions. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but right here, it's kind of like that all over the top surfaces. So that's what I'm trying to get rid of. See what happens. Well, I got it. Did the polish to the entire so the hood, the roof, and the trunk. It takes a lot of time. It came out pretty nice though. I still have to put the wax on it. Final step. Wasn't able to get off this completely. Probably needs a little wet sanding, but I don't really notice it. So it's pretty freaking clean now. At least it's protected. So that's enough for today. Yeah, and then I noticed the sides of the car. They have this weird. It's only in certain lights where you can see it, you know. But like right here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's just spots like water, like running down and drying on there. That all, I think both sides need to be buffed out. It looks good from a distance, but like look at this. Let's see if I can get it at an angle. next time. Okay, it's the next day. It's a beautiful day. It's not super windy. It was like 50-mile-an-hour winds here yesterday when I was working on this thing. But it's nice. So today I'm going to work on the sides. Came out pretty nice. I do see a little bit of swirl marks. I don't know if they're swirl marks or, I know there's a remover, some product you can use to get rid of that, but at least I don't have all this modeling under the paint or in the paint. The sides, so here's the roof. It's looking pretty good. I still need to do the carnauba wax to encapsulate it. It'll be good for another year probably. But there's I saw it at the shopping center last night. I wonder if for some reason fluorescent lights really show up any imperfections in paint. See, like, I don't know if you can see it. I can't even see the lens of the camera. Okay, so like right here, so I move it back and forth, you'll see just, I don't know what it is in the paint, it's just crap. Who knows, like I said, this car sat out for a while out in the hot sun in Moreno Valley. I'm surprised there's still paint left on it, but it's got a pretty good gloss on the top. Rag still doesn't slide. It should slide all the way. Once the wax is on, that'll hopefully do that part. So I got one side polished. So what I did with this is I doubled it up because I like this foam one. It slides better. I have a bird nest right up in a tree there, and it's constantly flying out of there. So it's starting to look, every little step. And now onto this side. It takes maybe about a half hour. This tool makes it easy. A bottle of water to spray the panel down. It helps it slide, you know, because it dries up pretty quick in the sun. One thing I did notice is that it was really cold. I mean, not really cold, but it was cold. It was like 65, 64 degrees yesterday when I was doing it. And the stuff doesn't go on well, and it does not come off well at all because the panels are cold. But when they're warmer, the stuff dries up faster, and it's way easier. So do not do this on a cold day. You're not supposed to do it in the direct sunlight, but I'm just doing the sides. I did the top and trunk and hood yesterday, and there's already yellow spots from the bugs pooping on it. I just overnight, just these yellow spots. Must be springtime, but it is a beautiful day here. Can you see the bird? Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Bird. Oh, you dove. You're the one that's been pooping on the car, haven't you? You're a bad bird. That side's done for the polishing. So what I do is, once I get all the polish on there, it's hard to get it off with just one of these. I mean, it'll get it off, but it's just a lot of work. And it loads it up real quick. So I just, I wipe it off with a rag. Most of it just comes right off. then I go over it with this. Then I'm done polishing the whole car with the compound. Then next, it'll be the wax. What joy. Here's my setup for the wax. I'm just going to use this McGuire's that I got. And I'm just using a 7-inch buffer polisher. It's not orbital. I wish it was, but it's not. But this will work. I'm just basically just going to add the wax, right? And I'll add it with this, and then I'll get the other thing here to buff it out. And then the car will be done. And after probably 15 years, the car's going to be slippery. Maybe it'll go faster, right? And done. I am done with you. So it took about 8 hours, 4 hours yesterday, 4 hours today. Yesterday, pretty much, I got the polish, the compound, did the whole car. Today, did a little bit of the compound on the sides, and then I put carnauba wax with the buffer on there, the whole thing. It is a big car, so it takes a long time. But now that's as much as I can do for a 15-year-old. 15-year-old. Let's give it the towel test. Oh yeah, it slides now. It's the true test. That slides. Just have this one little paint chip. I'm gonna just paintbrush this whole strip here because it's gonna start peeling that way. It's like that on both sides, you know. Check it out, man. There's pretty good reflection for a Ford, for a 15-year-old Ford. In the afternoon, I got some shade. Yeah, check that out. You can still see one thing of water right here. It drips down off the mirror. There's probably years and years of rain and water just dripping down and getting into the paint. No biggie. Looks good to me. Check it out. It's like a football field. All right, man. So I'm done with this puppy. It's 20,000 mile faded paint. And I do have a cover, so I'm going to keep a cover on it. The right kind of cover that's not going to make the paint fall off. It's I think it's a single layer. Yeah, it's a single layer. Don't get those 6-layer ones that peel your paint off. Unless you got really good, probably newer paint. So the next project on this car is I'm just going to address the wires on this compass. They're all kind of brittle. Whatever they had on there is whatever factory protection they had on it is pretty much gone. Let's see if I can focus this right here. I might leave it on there, and this thing here is loose. I guess they all do it. I'll just silicone that back on, or I'll figure something out. I don't know about these wires though. They're kind of dangly. I do have some of that split tubing. I guess I could use some of that, put it around there. That's just from years of sitting out in the sun and the way he had this parked. You know, it had the afternoon sun. He had the sunshade and a carpet thing on here. So the sun pretty much just fried this because the sunshade didn't cover it. I might get a new one of those accordion sunshades that, this is so weird because it's got this thing here, so it makes it, the sunshade, it'd be kind of weird, but we'll figure out anyways. I'm done with this project for now. Since January, it took me a few months. My next project is the SL. I have to replace the gears that make the seats slide forward and backwards. And I've done it once and they broke within a day. The replacements were from Taiwan, they were junk. Well, I found a guy in Hungary, in Budapest, that made some 3D printed ones out of a harder plastic. He says it should work. So that's going to be a upcoming project. And then my son's Mercedes 300E. For some reason, just the trunk, the clear coat has peeled off the trunk. So 1992. It's a cool car. I've rebuilt the engine and put, you know, I've done the head and everything. But that's my next project. He's been waiting 6 months for me to do it. Usually June is about a good month, and I'm going to spray it with a compressor and an HVLP gun. I have another channel. It's called My German Cars. Just type that in and it should come up. And anyways, I am so glad I'm done with you, car. I'll talk to you later.